Okay, right, guys. So this is going to be your first assignment brief. The project code is PT0015, and the assignment mail kind of looks like this. We will dissect each and every part of the mail. Along with that, we will also go through a few points that were mentioned previously on WhatsApp in itself. Okay. So before getting into the assignment in itself, there are three things which I want you guys to understand. Okay. The first thing is plagiarism. Now, plagiarism is nothing but copy pasting of content from any other reference source or any other external link which you guys are referring to while writing articles. Okay, so we all understand that, let's say, if we are writing a topic about blood test, which in case some of you guys are writing for this particular assignment, we do not have prior knowledge or complete overview of that particular topic. So what we do is refer to different websites, different sources, in fact, maybe videos as well, to gain information about that particular topic, right? So what few writers do is directly copy paste the content which you refer to from XYZ different websites. So when it comes to content writing, that cannot be accepted. Okay, this is one of the golden rules of content writing, is that we will not provide copy pasted content, because that is cheating. Okay, it also is an issue related to copywriting. Okay, and trademarking. So if you guys have any idea about why, let's say in terms of music, if you are taking music from external sources, that is deemed as cheating. Okay, so we can't really do that. What we can do is refer to different sources. Okay, uh, read particular paragraphs, don't read line by line, rather read paragraph, interpret that, analyze that, and then represent whatever you have learned from that particular paragraph with your own creative words, right? So we cannot write any quotations as such. If at all you have to write a quotation, for example, this is just an example I'm giving, rephrase it in your own creative words. Everything has to be rephrased. Okay, so please be very, very careful when it comes to plagiarism. From day one in itself, we want to make things clear, so that going forward there are no issues related to plagiarism with any particular writer. If at all plagiarism is detected, we will not be continuing forward with the internship, because this is a very serious issue that we have to keep in mind. That is number one. Number two, the second golden rule is content spinning. Okay, this is perhaps even more relevant than plagiarism. Content spinning is nothing but spinning or duplication of your own content which you have created. So let's say, for example, if today you are writing an article based on digital marketing, okay, and after maybe 5 or 6 days or maybe a week, you are asked to write a similar article revolving around a similar topic, again taking the example of digital marketing. So what people do is they tend to replicate their own content which they have worked on previously before, and try to copy paste their own content. That is called content spinning. So basically you are duplicating or spinning your own content which you have previously composed. That cannot be entertained. At all points, you guys have to make sure that each and every article which you guys are providing, composing, has to be unique. Okay, consider it to be a product that you have, already created. Let's say if you're creating an article, that becomes a product, and once it's submitted, it cannot be resold or edited again to sell it back to another customer. So at all times, you have to make sure that your content is always fresh and unique. Even if you're working with similar topics, you have to come up with fresh content throughout the internship period for every single article every single day, even if there is a match in terms of the topic or the keywords which we are working with. Okay, now these are the two primary fundamental rules which you guys have to follow at all times during this internship. Okay, now the third most important point is about keywords. Now keywords are nothing but relevant words which people are most likely to type in on Google search results. Okay, let's say for example, if you want to purchase any particular product or avail any particular service, what we do is normally Google it, right? So let's say for example, if I want to purchase a mobile phone, now I will of course conduct a research to know which mobile phone suits my budget, okay, which mobile phone is the best in the market. So for that, what we do is conduct a research on Google, right? So if you just go on Google, okay, there is a search bar which I'm pretty sure you guys are aware of. So this search bar, Google search bar, where you type in, let's say you want to purchase mobile phones, okay, mobile online, right? If this mobile phone online, whatever I have typed in, okay, becomes a keyword. So the keywords which you guys are working with are these phrases, okay, which people are most likely to type in. So what Google does is the keyword which you type in, it connects this keyword to all the websites which have listed this particular keyword. Okay, so mobile phones online, you can see it's highlighted here. Mobile phone, right? Mobile phones, mobile phone online. So whatever you have typed in here, Google scans the entire internet and pops up the most relevant sources in the first pages of the search engine. So this is what we are also going to do for our article writing. Keywords are very important when it comes to SEO content writing, because it helps increase the rank of the website where your content will be posted. If the keywords are missing, automatically no reader will come and stop by the website, because this is how the Google algorithm works. Okay, these are key phrases which help people to connect what with what they are looking for and with our articles and how we can help them. So that is how people will read and come across your articles. If that is missing, then automatically it all comes to nothing, right? So when writing articles, please make sure to use the keywords and highlight them in bold, so that we can understand and analyze where the keywords have been utilized. Okay, these are the three fundamental things. I think we also shared a few article links on WhatsApp in itself about content spinning, plagiarism, and keywords. I request you guys to go through it again to gain more information about it, to understand why these things are so important in the content writing industry. Okay, having covered all of that, we will come into the assignment requirement for today. Now the internship is for 40 days, where we want you guys to compose 3000 words on a daily basis. So starting off in this training period, we will teach you how to use keywords, how to avoid plagiarism, again making you guys aware of content spinning, and at the same time we will give you short assignments so that you guys get used to the workflow, get used to the cycle of submission, how we initiate projects, how everything is done. And after completion of the 5 days of the training period, we will officially start with the 3000 odd word allocation, where you guys need to compose 3000 words on a daily basis and make the submission. So starting with today's assignment, we have a requirement of 1000 word blogs. Okay, we are writing blogs. uh, your topics have been given here, serial numbers here. So the topic is this for each and every one of you guys. uh, these are the keywords, right? So for example, let's take Parul. She's working with serial number 3. Her topic is liver functioning test, preparation and procedure. She has to write about the concept of liver functioning test, when is it required, the preparation for the test, the procedure, and give a conclusion. So always make sure for all of your articles there has to be an introduction, okay, at least of 50 to 75 odd words, and a conclusion of equivalent words, 50 to 75 words. Okay, and then we move on with whatever is required, the core crux of the assignment, the topic in itself. Okay, uh, yeah. So these are the keywords mentioned, okay, which you guys have to work with. Writer names have been provided, okay. Recommended word count, 1000 words for each. Recommended keyword usage pattern, okay. So the first, let's say again taking Parul's example, her first keyword is liver functioning test, which has to be used 6 times in the article. Okay, we mentioned how many times you have to use it. You have to use this 6 times. Uh, LFT test, Okay, liver functioning test, this is the keyword. You have to use this 4 times. Okay, it's been dissected so that you guys understand how many times to use the keyword. Okay, uh, these are some recommendations, general instructions from the client. Please write in general, unique articles. Avoid promotional sounding language. Okay, so out here we will not promote any company or client name. Okay, so if my topic is liver functioning test, procedure and preparation. Okay, we will not say that if you are looking for LFT test, you can consult this and this doctor or this and this hospital. We will not take the name of any company or any particular individual when it comes to this. We will not promote any particular individual or company. We will just simply stick to the topic and talk about, provide informative general articles based on our topic. Okay, so these are some instructions given below. Include possible keywords as recommended, as mentioned, and conduct a plagiarism test before making the submission. Okay, some reference links. Okay, you guys can click on it to gain information. You can also conduct your own research and refer to other platforms as well, 3 or 4 different websites if the need arises. But I suggest referring to at least 3 to 4 different sources apart from all of this, okay, to gain more information about your topic. And compose content to help you guys out. We have also attached 2 samples. You guys can read the samples to gain more knowledge of the quality and the style of writing which we go for. If you see, it's very well organized, it's formulated not only in terms of readability but also in terms of visuals. Okay, if you see, we are using short paragraphs, okay, which is of like 4 to 5 lines. What happens is if we write long paragraphs or long sentences, in fact, uh, the readers can get bored very easily. So it's very important that you give readers a break by creating shorter paragraphs, preferably with 4 to 5 lines or maybe 6 maximum, so that they get a pause. Okay, they can analyze what you have written and understand what you are trying to say. So if you are writing a bulk paragraph of which contains long sentences which are of 50 words each and has a total capacity of, let's say, 15 to 18 lines, that becomes really hectic for the readers and they click out of the website wherever it has been posted. So we highly strongly recommend that you compose short paragraphs, make the sentences short, provide subheadings. See how beautifully it's done. Tip 1, the title for this particular sample was tips on choosing an IISc school in Bangalore for your child. An introduction is given. Then tip 1, it's highlighted in bold. This is my first subhead. Then the keywords are also highlighted in bold. So for this particular assignment, this was the keyword and this is how it has been highlighted. Okay. So similarly, you guys have to follow a similar style of writing, a pattern of writing. It becomes automatically, it increases your score and makes also elevates the quality and makes it more reader friendly, right? uh, this is just an overview of what we are looking for. Okay, I suggest you guys to proofread your file before making the submission. Okay, there can be typos, there can be errors, spacing errors, which we must mitigate as writers. And be sure to use Grammarly. It is a grammar checking tool. It's a free tool. All you have to do is just go open a new tab, go to grammarly.com, upload your file, conduct you know a grammar test, and then finally make the submission by replying back to the same mail chain. Okay, click on reply, just type out project completed, attach the file. We need Word files. Okay, attach the Word files and make the submission on the same mail chain in itself. Okay, rename the files with the project code, which is BT0150015, along with the serial number, so that it becomes easier for us to understand which file is from which assignment. We get a lot of articles, submissions every single day, so renaming files becomes very important so that we can track files easily. Okay, uh, get that done. And most importantly, since this is a virtual internship where we are all working from home or wherever we are located, and it's being conducted over remote locations, so it's very important that you guys communicate with me. That is where we use WhatsApp primarily for communicating. So it would be very helpful if you guys give me an update about the assignment. Let's say, for example, out of 1000 words which were assigned today, if you can give me an update by tonight, let's say I have completed 500 words and I plan on making the submission by tomorrow morning 10 a.m. The remaining 500 words will be done. Just one simple text really helps a lot. If you guys have been noticing, I've been trying to maintain communication with each and every one of you, keeping you guys updated about uh, the assignments, when it's going to be mailed, what to expect in the future in terms of when new jobs are going to be assigned. All of that is conducted through WhatsApp. So I want something similar in terms of communication with regards to giving me proper updates about the assignment. And please be available. Just a couple texts a day. That is all we need for now. And in case of any doubts and any queries, please feel free to give me a text or give me a call. We can hold a personal discussion if this video is not clear. Go through this video again if necessary, and again get back to me in case of any doubts. Check the sample and follow the instructions which I have mentioned all throughout the video. That'll be all for now. Thank you very much.